Good Sunday morning, friends and neighbors. Old Doc here. Oh, it's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning. Thought I'd get out here and get something done before it got hotter than 400 hell again. And humid. We had just enough rain to make spots in the dirt on the vehicles yesterday. I don't know how we dodged all the storm warnings and crap that they had for us, but yeah, we got a little bit of sprinkle and that was it out of the whole thing. Cornbread, he's been fed. He's off on a lark. I seen him. I went up to the Quick and Dirty and got some Skol this morning, and on the way back I seen him. He was 2 blocks north of us, somebody else's house. Anyway, Matthew and I tried last weekend without success to get this ball off. And I put it on probably about 3 years ago. We were going to take it off and switch it around, put the ball on this end. We got it unthreaded that far and it came to a grinding halt, like the threads are just mush on it. Got the big crescent on there, and you see I had the 3/4 inch Chinesium breaker bar on it, along with that pipe. I weigh 234 pounds, fully dressed. And I was just leaning on that, and there is no turning it. So, looking back in there, let me see if I can, I can't get you a gander. Let me, hold on. The threads don't look I can't get it to focus, I guess, or you can't see. The threads don't look all banged up, and the ball has never been loose. So I guess the next step, I'll get the Sawzall out and just cut the nut off. We did get a new ball at Fleet Farm yesterday, but if it's the nut that's all jiggered up and not the threads on the ball, we'll just take and put a new nut on it. But there's only one way we're going to find out. Well, like I said, if it's if the threads on the ball are all boogered up, we got a new ball and nut, everything, so we'll just replace it. But I'll bring you back here in a minute. I'm going to get the Sawzall. Hey, look who decided to come home and help. No, he came home. I don't know about the help. I'm sure as soon as we get the Sawzall going, he'll cut out. He does not like noises. Hey, what's doing, cowboy? You exploring? Yeah? Hell, yeah, I know it. Go get Matthew. Go get him out of bed. I bet he's still in bed. What do you think about that? We were up early and you got breakfast at 5:30, didn't you? Yeah. Go ahead and finish your bath, because I know you're going to take off as soon as I start this Sawzall. I don't know what you guys got for blades, and I'm sure there's better ones out there. But I think the blade I have in there, it's called the Torch. And it looks like that's the last one I have as far as that brand. But those, I really like those blades. Anyway, I'm going to give that a whirl, see how it cuts, and I'll bring you back. Well, we're getting there. Oh, slow but sure. I thought about putting it in a chop saw, but I want to try not to hit them threads in case it's the nut that's all fouled up. So, what's the matter, Cornbread? I can hear him crying. He was over here till I started, and then he took off. I just stopped a minute, and he was chasing a wasp around. Meow. Little peckerwood. Anyway, I'll set you guys back up in the camera, and maybe I'll just put her on fast forward from here on. Ouch. Okay, well, we got through. Hopefully you can see that. Went right along the side of the threads. We didn't get into the threads at all. So that's good. Now I think I'll put the wrenches back on it and see if we can turn it off now. If we can't, then I'm just going to cut this off and switch blades and make another cut. So we'll bring you back. Well, we got one full turn on it. It's turning hard, but let me get you up there. Sorry about that. We got one full turn on it, and it's coming, but I got to put the pipe on the breaker bar because I'm still down to one arm. But it's getting there. I'll bring you back when we get her off, and we'll see what the threads on the ball itself look like. See if that's what's all galled up or if it was the nut. Well, there we have it. That tells the story right there. I've never had one do that before. I've had them rested on there so bad that there's no turning them, or you have to torch the knot off, but I never had one start to come and then lock up. But there's, look at the threads all wadded up in there. That is a, oh, surprise. It's a Curt 7,500 pound ball. Guarantee you nothing 7,500 pounds has ever been hooked to it, because the only thing that's been hooked to that ball is our camper, and Mom had a smaller camper. I can't think of what it was called, and I guarantee you this ball hasn't been hooked to anything for 500 miles. So that's a 7,500 pound ball. I'll cut the cut it off there with the cut-off saw, and then just use it for a theft deterrent deal. Stick it up in the hitch of one of the trailers, and put a lock on it, and then there's no way to, you can't even drop it down on a 2-inch ball then and drive off. If that's up in there, they'll have to cut the lock and shit. So I'm huffing and puffing. She's hot and humid. God, it was humid so bad yesterday. It was just hazy at 5 o'clock in the morning on, and there was no breeze. See, there's the threads inside the ball, or the nut. They don't look all boogered up. Not even where I cut them. Must have been a hunk of it, peeled the thread some damn place. Probably looks like right there. Peeled the thread, and that was her demise. So anyway, like I said, I'll cut that stub off there, and use that. We got a new, and unfortunately all we have in the area is Curt. We'll put this oh damn, that thing's still hot. We'll put this other Curt on there, 15,000 pound ball. If I can get you into focus here. 2 5/16. So we'll put this one on. Ooh, hopefully it fits in the hole. We'll find out. Anyway, that's going to be the video for the day, boys and girls. And thanks for joining us. I know it wasn't too exciting. I'm going to fast forward through a lot of the Sawzall crap. That Sawzall I bought, I don't know, 16 years ago. Bought it brand new at a place that just opened in Sioux City. It's called Tool Depot. And I brought it home, plugged in. I went to cut a 4x4 with it, wooden post, and the trigger, it's supposed to be a variable speed trigger, and it don't even go unless you got the trigger in just the right position. Then it goes. There's no variable speed. It's just you hold that, and I tell you what, if it gets to jumping and bucking on you, it cuts off and on. You got to hold that trigger just, I mean. So I took it right back, and they said, yeah, we'll charge you I don't know, it's $56, something like that. 26 for the trigger at the time, and the rest is going to be labor. I said, I just bought it. Here's my damn receipt. I was in here an hour ago. Don't care. So, hell, I could have got a trigger off the internet for 28 bucks at the time. I don't know what they are now. I don't even know if you can get them now, but yeah, that was the first and last time I'd been to Tool Depot in Sioux City. Never bought another thing there, never stepped foot in the door again. Anyway, it is what it is. You know, if the saw's bucking and jerking on you, or if your workpiece is shaking, rattling back and forth, you're not doing anything. So, it's a pain in the ass. But that's it. That's the story right there. We're going to put that other ball in and call it a day. So, with that, friends and neighbors, we're going to leave you with old Cornbread. He's walking around here. He's looking for Matthew. He was chasing a wasp. Fortunately, he never caught it. But, hey, Cornbread, tell him happy trails. You tell him happy trails? Huh? Okay, he's purring now. I want to be petted. Anyway, happy trails, friends and neighbors. Do something kind for a friend, a stranger, or a loved one. And have a great Sunday.